think we got it. Crystal is live. Okay. So it's late. All right. What's up, everybody? Good morning. To know me is to know we always have technical difficulties, but everything is no problem, right? Okay. Everything is no problem. All right. So I wanted to share something with you guys. I did post, actually, let me pull up. It was this. I think this was really cool. This morning I had a challenge. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Okay. Boom. All right. So what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. We call this Wellness Wednesday. These days be going by like super, super fast, right? So anyway, anytime it's so funny, this lady out there on a live video. Anytime I have something that resonate and help me, I always like to share it. I always like to share it with you guys. And this morning I woke up and I did not want to get out of that bed. So every morning I'm always looking for a word anyway, but this morning the word was persevere. So I kept telling myself, Crystal, get up, get up, get up. Because to know me is to know. I'm one of those people, I just like to get my training done in the morning. For the life of me, like it's really, I got to get out of my head when it comes to this. Like if I don't train in the morning and I have to train, and those of you that like talk to me every day, I'll be having a conniption like, oh my gosh, I got to figure out how to get my training in. Most times because my afternoons are busy whenever I leave here. So I just like to I always like to get my stuff done like early morning. So anyway, I'm laying there and I'm like, girl, get up, get up, get up. And I started to think, if you don't get up now to get this done, you're going to be upset later. So the word persevere popped up. It was like, come on, Crystal, come on. Because sometimes people think that I just wake up and I just have it every morning. And I just share the tips with you guys that help me to like press forward, to overcome, to make sure I get these things done that I said that I want to get done. Is it always easy? No, but it's worth it afterwards. So once I got myself together, put on my bike kit, got outside and started riding, I just started to feel better. And then after the ride, I just felt amazing. It worked the same when I'm going into the gym. I wake up, the alarm go off at 3:45 and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to move. But I feel so much better. And I would love to enroll all of you guys that do not work out or don't do any type of exercise. Try it. Try to get up and take care of you first thing. I had to think this big thing about filling my cup first before I start pouring into others. I'll grab my phone in the morning to, like I said, persevere resonated with me this morning and helped me. So I went and I made that post. I normally don't get up, look at text messages or anything like that because literally, and I don't know if you have experienced the same thing. You go on social media and you start scrolling, and next thing you know, you're on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and this, that, and that, and that. And then, 15, 20, 30 minutes have gone by. And also remember, or not remember, also that kind of play a part in how you run your day. Whenever you sit and talk, whenever I sit and talk with people, I'm always getting I don't have time for this and I don't have time for that. And I don't have, like, we want all these goals, all these results, but we don't have time for it. There's 24 hours in a day. We all have time. It's just, what are you willing to make time for? So my husband has this thing where I'll say, oh my God, I didn't have time. He says, no, you didn't make time for it. So people make time for what they want. So, if that is you, just go back, readjust. Not trying to promote it, but like I said, I love my journal because I literally would sketch out my day. And also be okay with just blocking everything out that do not resonate with you or do not support you in the season in which it is that you are, whatever it is that you are doing. Because we'll feel guilty sometimes. I've been there where you have to say no. And I've learned no is a whole sentence and it's okay to say no. I used to be the yes girl. You need this? Yes, I can help you. Yes, I can go. Yes, I can do this. Yes, yes, yes. And I realized at the end, like it was draining me and I was like not getting my own things that I needed to get accomplished. So I had to start saying no. And every once in a while, I have to bring that back into my season when I realize, when I sit and do a self-evaluation, and if I'm ever feeling yuck, or if I'm ever feeling not whole or not filled or whatever, I just take a self inventory and I start with my time. Like, where are you putting your time at? Like, I could tell when I'm not fasting enough, and I'm not talking about intermittent fasting. I'm talking about spiritual fasting. I could tell when I'm not praying enough. I could tell when I'm not reading enough. I could tell. I could tell. It's almost like, my baby Bella. She turned 1, and my mom. I'm gonna tell her my mom because my sister might hear this. One of them anyway. They introduced her to a new flavor, and it was like, once the baby tasted, you can't untaste the. You can't untaste the taste. So same with your feelings. It's like once you feel a certain type of way, you can't unfeel that feeling. If you get what I'm saying, if I said that right. And if you didn't catch it, then it wasn't for you. But so yes, so persevere. So I wanted to read a couple things. Persevere, continue in a course of action, even if in the face of difficulty or with little or no prospect of success. So sometimes when we talk about persevering, sometimes you don't always see the end. Like, you should see it before you see it. I'm about to contradict myself. But sometimes we don't persevere. We know what we want, right? Sometimes we could see it, but because we have to go through all these obstacles, a lot of times people just throw their hands up and they just say, the heck with it, or the hell with it is what most people will say. And even like I said this morning, I have these moments, but it's like, yo, how bad do you want it? And what was so crazy, it all literally connected together. I had went downstairs so my cycling kits are downstairs in my closet in my office. So when I went downstairs, I'm like, what am I gonna wear today? And I saw my Mabra championship jersey in here. I've never worn it. I got 2 of them, right? Never wore it. So I pulled it out, and even when, I just connected the whole message this morning. It was like, listen, how did you, like, in my season when I achieved that, I was in a space of like persevering every single day. It's so crazy. You persevere even when you don't know what the end, like what the result is going to be. But I just had this crazy faith, and I just had this crazy work ethic, and I just knew what I wanted. And I just kept on pressing, and I kept on showing up for myself, and I kept on working, and I kept on believing, and I kept on seeing, and I kept on working, and I kept on believing, and I kept on, like, it just, and then I was like, dang, that's how I got this. And if you did it before, you could do it again. And that was like 24. That was like a little over 10 years ago. But it still worked. So for me, I was like, girl, like, you can do this. Because you know me, I love riding my bike. I love to race it, and I don't know. And I'm just one of those people that just believe that if you continue to put in the work, whatever your goal is, you can achieve it. And coming back, like, I took a sabbatical. I don't even know why I took the sabbatical for so many years. And it felt like it was a little easier before, but fast forward, honey, you are 10 years older. Like, I have all these thoughts that come in my head, but as I shared with you guys the other day, we can't stop the bird from flying over our head, but we can stop that joker from building a nest. I'm gonna say that again. We cannot stop the bird from flying over our head. We can't stop the thoughts, but we can stop from marinating on the thoughts. We can stop, the bird from just, when we say we can stop the bird from building a nest, if you don't know what that means, like, we'll have a thought of, I'll give you example. I'll use me as an example rather. I'm like, man, you're so much older now. These girls out here that are on these bikes are so much younger. Like, they're so much fitter. They're so much, and it's a thought, and it could be a real thing. But then you have to allow that thought. You have to move that thought out of the way, and then you have to remind yourself of who you are. And I don't care what level, how heavy, because listen, it was clear I needed to drop some pounds. But because I do my affirmations, because I know that I don't like losing, and it's okay if you lose for a season, for a short time. Well, it's not really okay if you ask. Let me stop lying. It's not really okay to lose. And let me share my definition of losing. Losing to me is when you show up, but you don't give 100%. If you show up, Crystal, to a race, let's say, and I give 100% and I don't podium, I'm still a winner. Can't nobody take that from me. Nobody should be able to take that from you. But if you show up with those limiting beliefs, and you show up and you don't give it 100%, then you can consider yourself a loser, Crystal. So that's how I measure myself. It's like, if I give it all I got, I have these trainings to do. If I don't do my trainings, right, and I don't get what I desire, and I don't get my desired result, then I'm a loser. You got to put in the work. You cannot not double negative, put in the work and expect to win. So for me, it's like, yo, how do we win every day? You wake up with intention, you go through the day, knocking out the things that you say you were going to knock out, and then you are a winner. Can nobody take that away from you? And I don't care what it looked like. And we talk about the comparison being a thief of all joy. We all do it. I say that. Listen, don't compare yourself, because comparison is a thief of all joy. The moment I say it, like I said, look at these people, like they're so much stronger. I want to be so much stronger. You can't stop the bird from flying over your head. It's a thought, but you can stop from you can stop it from building a nest. So if you keep telling yourself, I'm not worth it, I'm too heavy, oh my gosh, I'm so much older, you're never going to win. I'm showing up. This is how my mind is set. I'm showing up like, I don't care how many pounds heavier. I'm winning this joint. And I'm going to give it all I got, whether I get dropped or don't win it. But that's how I'm mentally showing up. So I'm laughing at myself, because literally these are the talks I have, these talks with Crystal. I'm like, listen, we all meaning everybody out here, put their underwear on the same way. Any day it could be your day. But if you don't show up and prepare for the victory, you're not going to win. So I have these little talks with myself. And, I incorporate that in all parts of my life. So persevere. That was that. And then, so on Instagram, I read a quote from Brad Harris, and this was really, really good. I wasn't even going to talk about this today, but I thought about it after I read it, and I was like, man, this is really powerful. If we really apply, Crystal, because remember the message at first, if you really apply this day in, day out, how much greater would your life be? Or how much greater would each day that you're living be? And he said, if it costs you your peace, you overpaid. So many of us out here are living in these streets. That's just a terminology. So many of us out here are living, and we're allowing so many different things, people, situations, circumstances, whatever word or adjective you want to put in there, to steal our peace, right? If it costs you your peace, you're overpaid. So I'll leave y'all with that. Like, really sit and marinate with that. There's so many people that are unhappy. There's so many people that don't have joy on the inside. And I'm perfectly imperfect. However, I'm still working on my perfection. But I don't know if this is wisdom talking, but probably is, because I'm a little wiser now, because I'm a little bit more seasoned. Not old, but seasoned. But really, if you wake up day after day after day, week after week after week, month after month after month, year after year after year, and you don't have peace, you're paying too much. Heck, if you wake up a couple days in a row and you don't have peace, right? You pay too much. And when he said that, I was like, yo, this is good. Normally I'll hear these quotes and I'll just repost it, but I was like, this one right here is for the books. So make sure you write that down. 1, we're going to persevere today. Number 2, I'm going to read it the way he said it, because I start paraphrasing y'all, and I just start making up my own stuff. But it's if it costs you your peace, you overpaid. So with that being said, I pray that you have a powerful rest of your day. Trying to find something. It was something else. I'm good. I had 2 things on my paper, but I did come with my notes today, because normally I don't. But yeah, I really pray that you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm super excited to kill the rest of 2024. Be careful what you tell yourself, because yourself is listening. And those affirmations, and I'm going to continue to come back to it, because some, like the commercials, people got to hear it over and over and over and over again. Be careful what you tell yourself, because yourself is listening. And then I put in my little, I don't have my With God I Am shirt on today. I have my We Do Transformation, which if any of y'all looking for transformation, I'm coming, y'all. It's coming. We dropping this body fat. It's going. I'm fired up about that, but that's not what I want to say. But be careful what you tell yourself, because yourself is listening. Real talk. Affirmations: with God, I'm amazing. With God, I'm strong. With God, I'm a winner. With God, I am powerful. With God, I am relentless. I love that word. That's if you haven't read the book Relentless from Tim Grover, he was Kobe Bryant's trainer. And the stress that he put his body through and all that good stuff, that's what helped make Kobe who he was. So relentless is one of those words I keep. I'm like, I'm relentless. I'm committed. I'm consistent. I am out here. I'm with God. I'm sorry. See, I didn't got off track, which I do all the time. See, I said I was about to say bye, and I said a couple extra sentences. They say you only average 5 people y'all hang around with. You know, some of the people I hang around, they just talk, 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 talk. But that's real though, you know. So when you're saying your affirmations, because I don't want to do anything out here without God. So that's literally where my strength comes from. So I can't take none of that credit. But outside of that, just stay committed to becoming 1% better every day. Remember, every day is day one, and do something today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow's not promised. We might not see tomorrow, including me. Remember to do something today that your future self is going to thank you for. So, love y'all, and I'll holler at you later. Peace. I always say peace, right? This is why I need somebody to help me to push the button to end live.